Now you need flour, rolling pin, your dough, some kind of pie fillings, egg whites, melted butter, cinnamon sugar, and powdered sugar with some water for frosting. Are we ready? All right, let's go. All right, so we're going to start with the dough. All right, Shell, I might need you to move this. All right. So some of y'all have the Pillsbury or some kind of cookie dough, and some of y'all have my mom's recipe, which is a yeast dough. So can you move it so we can see over here?
Hold on.
This is Michael. Isn't he great? All right, he's doing the yeast dough. So you want to roll it out pretty thin. All right, can you see how, can you see? Mm-hmm. So you want it to be about like that. So roll out the whole thing. We use a coffee can, but if you have a big glass with a big lip, that will work. And then make your little circles. So this circle is about this size in my hand, and it's about that thick. Can you all kind of see that? Okay. Then, we'll move these over. Let me just, okay. The extra dough, after, like you're gonna have left over here, on the yeast dough, you'll take this and you'll put it in some kind of pan and cover it up again. And the yeast will rise just a little bit. So try not to like smash it. Like we want it to get kind of puffy again. All right. So just put it in there and let it just sit in a wherever. Just let it sit and try to warm a little bit. And then you can roll it again. All right. Or you can make something else and I'll show you. All right. So that's the yeast dough. If you're using what the temple gave you or whatever you found at the grocery store, we have not had a lot of success, but I'm hoping that you all did. So you can roll it out the same way and do the exact same thing. We have found it's easier to just slice it, just like slice and bake, and do about a ½ inch and then roll out just that little bit. So try to get about the same as that. So they look about the same. It is a totally different consistency. So you'll see maybe just a tiny bit thicker. Okay, does that make sense? Now, the cookie dough, you know, you can get in chocolate, peanut butter, chocolate chips. So you can make this really fun. All right, so this is this. All right, let's move on to making Hamantaschen. So you take one of these and you put, hopefully everyone's washed their hands or washed their whole surface.
Move the egg out of the way.
What?
Move the egg out of the way.
Egg out of the way. All right. Let me move all this out of the way. So you take the egg white and you put it around the edges only. If you put it over everything, your pie filling is going to be sliding. All right. So just put it on the edges. If you don't put that on, it will open up, especially for the yeast. And you want, it's going to rise a little bit when it's in the oven. And so you want to keep, this is like the glue. All right. So make sure you've got some glue. Then put whatever pie filling. This is apricot. And just put some in the middle. About that much. You can't really do it wrong. And then, you see, start at the top and just make a little bit of a triangle. Then pull up this and pinch at the bottom. And then keep pinching all the way up. Now I close them all the way, or just about all the way, because it's yeast, it's going to open up. If you don't, it will open all the way up and it'll be like a pancake, which most people don't like. All right, then you just put it on a pan over here. All right, so you have your melted butter. And I don't know which ones I've already done here. But all you do is just put some melted butter on top. If you don't do the melted butter, the cinnamon sugar will fall right off. It needs something to stick to. All right, so give everything a really good dab so it can stick. Cinnamon sugar, you just give it a good squeeze. And put it everywhere. All right, kids like to do this. All right. Ta-da. All right, so let's put this in the oven. And then I
You want to
want
make
to
some more?
I want to do some more, but I want to show you some different flavors. You can do whatever you want, but I'll just give you some suggestions. Apricot, blueberry, lemon, cherry, a favorite. I'll make one of those in a minute. Chocolate, cinnamon apple, raspberry, peach, poppy seed. Either you're gonna love it or hate it. I get the Solo brand. I think that's the best one. It'll be your most expensive can, but it's worth it if you like poppy seed. This year we are trying fig. Then this is my mom's cream cheese. I don't know if any of you've ever had your relatives' recipes, but it's a little cream cheese, a little bit of egg, an egg, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. That's all I got. So anyway, that's what this is. And you can be kind of creative with this. I recommend both your chocolate and your cream cheese. You can put chocolate chips in it. You can put raspberry dark chocolate chips in it. I have chocolate caramel. I get them from this place, but you can probably get them anywhere. I like these because they're small. So you can get a whole bunch of little ones on the inside. So let's make one of those so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. But you can mix whatever. I don't really recommend you mixing the poppy seed with too many things. But let's do some cream cheese. All right, and then maybe some dark chocolate raspberries. And I just kind of put them in there everywhere because I'm a chocolate girl. And then you just do the same thing. Just kind of do one corner, bring these up. And I might have put too much in here, but I'm going to still make it work. And then you put it on the tray.
Do some more
I'll
folding.
do some more. I'll put it over here. All right, cherry is very popular, so let's do cherry. Now, if you have just cherry jelly, it's going to be a little bit gooey, which is fine. I like the fruit in it, so I try to get a good 3 or 4 cherries and a little bit less goo. And one trick you can do is put it in a strainer and get the. Do I have stuff?
Yeah,
on?
you have a little flour on. You just got more.
No, I have more. Okay, I've got flour. It's good. All right. So if you don't want a lot of, our dog is very interested in the Hamantaschen.
Mm.
Okay. The more I try, the worse it gets. Okay. So let's do another one. Okay. Go like that. And then pull this up. Start from the bottom so you get all the bottoms going, and then just work your way all the way up and close all the way. If it still opens up a little bit, just use your glue to kind of keep it closed. And then you just put it over here.
How long are you baking for, Margie?
About 15 to 20 minutes. So do we have any in there? You want them to be a little bit brown, just golden brown on the bottom.
So these are not
Those
ready.
are not ready right there.
Margie, what's the oven on?
350.
You like the camera. Can you wipe it?
So, here.
Hold on, wiping the camera.
Oh, okay.
Got some junk.
So this is what they look like, and on Buddy, this is Buddy, he's very interested. Can you see they're kind of golden brown at the bottom? All right, that is a blueberry. All right, so this is what we have. Now, I'm gonna confess, the Pillsbury, not so much. This was our first time, and if anybody has a better result, please let me know how you did that, because ours did not turn out so great.
Still tastes good.
They taste delicious.
Mom.
Margie, I have a question.
Yes.
With the Pillsbury one on the packaging, it says if you're doing cutout cookies to add
Yeah.
flour. Did you add flour to yours?
You
A
know,
little, but
I think that would be very helpful. All we did was put flour at the bottom and roll it out, but I think that would be a great idea.
Okay.
Thank you. That's an excellent idea. That would probably help. I think the problem is I don't know how, like, they looked like this one when they went in the oven, but they then went down for some reason. They have all the same apricot amount that these do, but someone will have to tell me if you were more successful than we were, because they did not work as well for us. All right, so frosting. We just use plain powdered sugar and water. You can make it as thick and thin or thin as you wish. You can, you can. And then you just whistle. Just let the kids, or just do, you can't have too much or too little, just put it everywhere. Now, if you want to get a little bit more creative, because I give these out to a lot of people, I stick with this. But y'all are in your own homes, so you can do it different. You can get these little cups or whatever you have and put a bunch of powdered sugar or water in it. And you can use any of your pie fillings and just mix it up. So that's what I did for raspberry, because I thought raspberry might be good on the chocolate. So this is just a little bit of the raspberry pie filling with this. I just stirred it, and I think that'll be probably good if I can find like a chocolate or maybe cream cheese. My mom believed in lemon on everything. So she would pour a ton of lemon into these and put it on everything. I think lemon would be good on poppy seed. Maybe some of the fruits, I would not sure about chocolate, but you have to use your own judgment. Another option are these. This is caramel and this is chocolate. So you can just get the squeezy kind or any kind and just kind of give it a little decoration and try caramel. This would probably be really good on the apple, cinnamon apple. Chocolate, probably good on cream cheese.
and everything.
On everything. And then, oh yeah, we could bring that over. So another thing you could do, which could be fun, I'm trying to find the chocolate if it's not poppy seed, is you can use those chocolate things that you buy at the grocery, just melt it. Let's see which one could be good. I don't know. I think this is lemon, but what the heck? I don't know. That sounds terrible. Let's do a
Cherry.
cherry. Here's cherry. I think cherry would be good. So one thing you could do is just do a drizzle. And that would be fun. One thing you could do is maybe just do half. And if you love chocolate, you
Dip
know what's
it.
gonna happen.
Dip
Let's just put it in there and let's do it. How fun would this be? Look at this. A chocolate covered cherry Hamantaschen.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. You want to have a lot of fun, you can decorate it, and look at that. Another option, marshmallow fluff. Buddy, you cannot participate. All right, you could also put this on whatever you feel like. How about, oh, good, this is chocolate. I think chocolate would be good with some marshmallow fluff. And you can just kind of make it sticky You might need to put this in the microwave for a couple seconds to get it to kind of participate. Or as soon as it comes out of the oven when it's hot, it'll probably melt on here. All right, one more thing. You will notice that we have fun little schnecken. They're just little bite-sized fun. No calories, because a little. So this is what you can do after you are tired of making these and you still have dough left over. So that leftover dough, you just roll it out and
Mama, Mom.
stop it. You roll it out. I can just show you. This is what they're gonna look like. They're gonna just be little fun pinwheels. And you just put some frosting on it and it's the exact same thing. You can also do a little bit of regular, which mine will not be pretty right now, but you just make, here, can you roll it out and I'll show you if we have time. And then you do the same thing. You just give it a little bit of love. It needs a little, ooh, that's probably a little bit more love than it needs. But that's gonna be a good regular right there. All right, so you don't want to waste anything because the dough is really good. You just roll it out thin. Are you rolling with that? Okay, I'll show you how to do that like that, if you want. Do I want that or not?
Let's do it.
Okay. Just wash my hands. All right, so here's a triangle. Here I am. All right, you can use anything you want. I like apricots, so.
Ready?
But you might have to get. All right, just put it everywhere. All right, you don't need any of the glue. So whatever flavor you like, raspberry might be yum. And then you just literally roll it. So just roll it up. Some people kind of do like a little crescent. I like to just smash it so that all the pie filling is just in there. And then you just put it on here. Make sure it gets the same amount of love as far as butter and it gets the same thing everything else gets. And it will be delicious. Let's see. Oh, and if we roll out the other kind, do you have just plain dough? Here, just the plain to show that pinwheels.
You want to roll one more regular while he does it?
Oh, okay.
I couldn't see it.
Did you not? Okay. All right, so just put whatever flavor you like, just put it like that. I would make a much bigger. So what I do is I make a big circle with my knife and I just keep cutting it so you've got triangles that are all more of a triangle. All right, this one doesn't have very much to roll. I would not do this one. I would put this one on. Okay.
Nice.
All right. He's going to just roll, and then poppy seed is my favorite on those little ones, but you can use raspberry, you can use any flavor you want, just to use the rest of your dough up. And this is the leftover dough. All right.
Job done.
Make it pretty thin. All right. And then all you do is put your favorite flavor and just let it go everywhere. Don't do that. All right. Let's try again. All right. And then all you do is just roll it up. And then cut it whenever you're done. And then you just have like little pinwheels. This I didn't roll enough. This you might want to roll a little bit bigger and have. Yeah. All right, this is not my best one, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, questions. Hamantaschen, Schnecken, Regular? chocolate Hamantaschen.
All right, I'm gonna switch it back to you, okay?
Okay. Any questions?
What are the biggest mistakes that you think people might make?
Overfilling. You put too much in.
Egg
the
everywhere.
Oh.
Oh yeah, egg everywhere.
If you put too much filling in, it'll all come out. If my mom was here, she would say that you don't pinch them enough. That's what she says. You've got to pinch and pinch and pinch because the yeast will open up. And for some people don't like them, they won't eat them for some reason. Even though they taste good when they're open, people like a square, like a triangle. Anyone else have any questions?
Does
Some of
anybody
y'all
have any-
did it for a long time.
Does anybody have any examples that they want to show?
I made them the other night, Margie, with your recipe, and we had 2 other recipes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
We had 2 other recipes, and mine one, which was your recipe, and your mom's one. But I'll tell you what I did. I think I may have, instead of using the yeast, the instant yeast, we had in the house some loose yeast in the refrigerator in a small can. And checking on the computer, I found out that 2.5 teaspoons of that yeast was equal to a square of the other. Well, everything went fine. I forgot to put the towel over the dough while it was right in the middle. It said 10 to 20 minutes in the oven. They were not golden brown, so I left them in. When I took them out, they were golden brown. They tasted absolutely delicious, but more like a cookie. It wasn't that yeast like a Danish pastry. I don't know what it was, but they were really very, very good. But I wonder if maybe the yeast would have made the difference in them
Right.
more
It
soft.
has to rise. It has to rise. And actually, that's a good point too, is you don't want to smash it too much. You like sometimes cookie dough, you kind of keep smashing it before you roll it. You want it to be fluffy. You want it to have some air to it, and you want it to rise.
To keep kneading
Yes.
it with my hands to get that cornmeal
Yeah.
consistency.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to be a little bit more gentle with the yeast so it can do its magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were
Well,
really
good. Those are good tips. Yeah. Anybody doing any fun flavors?
My favorite's cheese, but I made lemon curd for the first time.
Oh, that's good.
And poppy seed and raspberry jello, jelly, raspberry preserves, and a couple of others, 5 different apricot was another one.
That's fun. All right, any other questions? Anybody have any suggestions? You can't go wrong.
I know at our house, we added chocolate into the dough. So it was a chocolate dough with
Yes.
chocolate inside.
That would be great. That'd be great. And in fact, that's a great idea. You can also just take the cream cheese and just dump a bunch of like chocolate chips in it. And then it might be easier just to mix it like this. I don't know if you can see me. Where's the? In the top corner. Oh, on the top, okay. And that way, look how easy it is to put this as a pie filling. You just dump it in there. Or you can make this as your dough itself, which I think would be very yum. You could put that on, just sprinkle all these little tiny chocolate chips in your regular dough. That'd be yum. Oh, okay.
I still see a lot of people rolling out the dough and cutting
It takes
it up.
a while. Yeah. I know. It does take a little bit of time. Let's see. How do we flip this?
On the top corner, click on the screen.
My hands are all stuff. Yeah.
This
I
is
know.
amazing. Hey everyone.
Oh, hi. Hi,
All
Michelle.
right. So he's doing all the schnecking with the leftovers. Yeah. So those are quite yum. You can just pop those in their mouth anytime. All right.
I think that you missed the important ingredient of having a husband sous chef.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. No, I think the dough is what really makes it, is you don't want to don't pat it too hard. You want the yeast to kind of be light and fluffy. Make sure you have enough butter and on it so that some of the sugar sticks on it. All right, anybody have anything else? If not, have fun, everybody.
Thank you. Great.
Happy Purim.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're going to keep the Zoom going if people have additional questions as they keep on making them.
Oh,
But we're
fine.
going to stop the recording right now. But
Okay.
happy
Wait,
Purim.
Benji,
Yeah.
people keep asking me if this will be, did you
It
record
is, the whole thing was
It
recorded.
is recorded?
He's stopping it
Okay.
right now.
People wanted to know how they can access it this week if they want to do it again.
Well, if you're okay with it, we'll post this on YouTube.
I don't know what y'all think.
You're famous.
Sure. Yeah, I think people wanted to like be able to go back to it if they wanted to do it again when they got all the stuff. Like they might want to come up with different flavors and then try it again. So
We'll
it's
post
up
this
you.
to our YouTube and Facebook so people can find it.
All right, do y'all like that idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make your little Hamantaschen. Do you put butter over the top, the melted butter?
Yes. Yes. So after you've made the triangle here, right? After you've made it here, then you put the melted butter on top,
Okay,
and then the cinnamon sugar, and then it goes in the oven.
thank you. Hi, Robin.
Yeah.
Hi.
Make sure you give it enough butter. Also, it keeps it brown. If not, it won't look like it's ready. The melted butter kind of browns, and then you know it's ready.
Does it spread very much, Margie?
It shouldn't spread that much. It'll spread a little bit, but not that much. So good.
No, this will probably done.
Yeah.
So Margie, do you think
Yeah.
mine
You wanna
tastes
show
good? Even if
What?
my dough didn't rise?
Yeah. How did it work?
No, my dough did not rise.
But did you try it anyway?
Yeah, I'm doing it, but hopefully it will taste good, but it's not soft. It's kind of,
Dry.
it's dry.
Gonna be more like a cookie.
So you're gonna have to YouTube and do it again.
I guess I'm gonna have to get somebody to figure out how to make dough for
We're
me.
gonna have to get better yeast.
Yeah.
Or come back to Louisville. We got lots of people here who know how to do it.
This is ready.
Yeah. All right, so here's one coming out. All right, pick it up.
Go like this and show this.
All right, so here we go. That's how you know they're ready. So you can see that most of them open up anyway.
Margie,
Margie,
Yes.
you know, in the two cookbooks that I used just for additional help, and my other two people here, some people like them open, which surprised me.
Right.
We all make them close. So if they do open up a little bit, it's
Oh,
okay.
it's fine for them to open up. They're gonna open up, no matter, if you use the yeast, they're gonna open up probably no matter what. But yes, Michelle says she likes them open, so whatever you like.
You know what you're getting. You know which kind you're getting.
Oh, come on, isn't it fun at Valentine's Day to open up the candy box and take a bite and guess? That'd be fun with Hamantaschen.
There's only one shortcoming that you have. You've not been able to give us samples. We don't have samples.
No samples this year.
I'll try them for you guys.
Michelle, we'll try them for you.
I am right. Thank you, Marge. It was great. Just wonderful. Bye, Michelle. And Jeff and Michael.
No problem. Thank you.